Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Hi. Let's tune in and see what is for us to know, to feel, to consider. Let's tap into the healing tones of 432 hertz. Close your eyes. Deep breath. Yes. Yes. Yay. Let's tap in. Let's dive right in there and see what messages. Oh, hello, Missy. Are resonating. What do we need to hear? Maybe there's stuff we need to hear we didn't know. We just go with it. We go with it. We flow with it. And this is the way to do it, okay? I think this is duality. And if it is, it's a recognition. Yes. Make peace with your inner duality. It helps you live in balance, in oneness, in harmony, as you continue on your path to a cosmic consciousness. And it helps you discover life through enjoyment and play. No, you stay over there. You stay over there. Okay, so by being balanced, by being one, by being the center point in your own wholeness, you create harmony and have more access to things like enjoying things and playing with things, right? Because you're no longer discounting aspects of yourself. This is that full integration. This is that integration of shadow, right? When we deny, oh, I am incapable of shadowy things. And I mean, shadow aspects are just stuff that are unacknowledged, stuff that is hidden, that we avoid, deny, hide, right? And as you embrace and pull in the light, you shine light upon the shadowy things. This is an opportunity for us to become whole, to become fully integrated, right? Why is this thing here? Why have I been avoiding it? Why don't I want to look at it, right? Sometimes, often, we encounter instances in our life, people, places, and things that will mirror back to us those shadowy avoidances, right? So when you are feeling a visceral aversion to something, explore it. Why? Right? Why am I feeling an aversion to this? That guy is so annoying. Why? What about that guy is annoying? Why does that behavior annoy me? Where in myself do I recognize this behavior? Right? It's all part of the process of learning. And also, why do I keep falling for guys who treat me this way? Well, there's shadow versions in there, right? That are seeking validation or caught in a karmic pattern of the past, right? Like the idea of children who have been abused by a parental figure end up going into relationships that mirror those exact conditions, right? And that's an unhealed shadow version. There's something there that needs to be addressed. Oftentimes, I mean, well, Earth School, right? It's about figuring out the lessons. So when we're children, we don't have the capacity to figure out the lessons, right? We just go into all of our protective modes and create boundaries and create, or not necessarily boundaries, but create defense mechanisms to cope, to endure, whatever, right? And as we get older and choice becomes more of something that we claim, then that's the opportunity to go back and reassess those defense mechanisms, those ways of behaving, those things that attract us, and reassessing them and making sure that they are balanced, whole, and harmonious, right? And if they're not, then something needs to happen there. Something needs to happen. And this time in life right now, there's so much information, right? There's so much information, but the good thing about that is people are sharing their personal experiences a little bit more. And this community healing, right? This is how this feels for me. Oh, I felt that way too. Let's discuss. Oh, I've learned to do something different or choose something different, right? Okay. So we went heavy into the shadow. We'll just trust that that was necessary. But we are wanting to be able to enjoy this life ride. We want to be able to be in joy, have fun, be playful, right? And so this is why we seek to balance. This is why we seek wholeness and oneness. Okay. We've got Manas and Ingwas. Beautiful. Speaking of duality, let's see what these two have to say. Okay, Ingwas and Manas. The keenly intelligent meerkat finds joy in family and friends. Family and kin. Each individual contributes their own strength to the betterment and success of the clan and society. Lessons learned by one generation are then passed down to those that follow, continuing to strengthen and protect the clan. As much as Mana speaks of the joy of clan and kinship, this rune represents the rational mind and intelligence rather than emotion and instinct. When you're presented with this rune, it's time to leave emotions behind and run to the rational. Return to the rational. Run to the rational. It references the seed of divine intelligence in the human soul and our united collective potential. This is a time for mind, memory, and learning. Okay. In this balance, right? If we get into the realm of fantasy and we start to lose sight of reality, and so finding that nice little balance in there. Also, I mean, yes, family and kinship, but this makes me think of the collective, right? The people, us, who are striving for balance, striving for peace, choosing love, seeking joy, right? And peace. It's peace. Okay. Humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, and learning. Okay, and still, but with slowly building intensity, the full-maned lion sits poised for action. He holds within himself the potential for an explosive release of energy. He is the leader and the father of his pride. If called to it, he will make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the survival of the next generation. Ingwan, Ingwaz is a rune of growth and spark of life, the germinating seed. It has enormous creative potential and is the fertile male representation in balance with Berkano's female. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. Creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, energetic burst. Okay, so we've got joy and harmony coming up in both of these runes, which is beautiful because the duality card talked about joy and harmony. So it's talking about being in the rational mind, intelligence, united collected potential, awareness, humanity, learning, creation, wholeness, evolution. Okay. Okay, well, beautiful. It's also like predator and prey a little bit too, right? The meerkat, this tiny little creature, and then Ingwaz, the lion, a lion king. So beautiful. Both speaks about community. So I want to say getting out into the world, interacting with the people, and having fun while you're doing it. Okay. We want to have fun while we're doing it. All of the things, whatever it is that we are doing. Okay. Let's see what comes up for us in these cards. That one was reluctant, but it came out anyways. And we don't know what it is. Maybe you do because you can peek. I don't know. I try not to. I've never been a peeker. I like surprises. I will wait. I am very patient. There's some people that just have to peek and then what? Then the day of, you're like, I've already judged everything that I was going to get. So whatevs. Right? I don't know. That never seemed to sit right with me. I like the surprise. Okay. So, surprises. Maybe there's a surprise coming that is going to require an expenditure of energy. And so you need to rest, balance, and learn, right? Involve yourself with other things, with whatever ignites you, whatever you're interested in. Learn something new about something. Seek. It's also learning is like exploration and discovery, right? We can learn about ourselves through exploration. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, abundance. Okay. Legacy. Okay, and this is beautiful. This family, kinship, collective. Right? We've got this generations all gathered here, and this overflowing abundance, this tree, right? It's not like just a package that shows up one time, right? With a lot of stuff in it. This is something that will continue to grow year after year after year and continue to produce year after year after year. This is legacy, right? This is abundance. This is stuff that affects generations. And I mean, it doesn't always have to be material, but it is a pentacle, which is material realm stuff. But it can look all the ways. It can look all the ways. Okay, I was gonna say something, but I didn't when I was putting back my my chime. I was staring at this. It was sticking out to me, and I was gonna pull it out and be like, "This star is sticking out to me right now." The star. Oh yeah, okay. I'm showing the wrong thing here. Okay, that star. This star. You're the star. Okay, and stars shine bright like diamonds. Okay, stars are integrated. Stars have gone through the process of stripping down naked, taking off all of the facades, all of the conditions, all of the blankets that people throw on top of us as we're growing up because they think we're to this or to that, or you're making me feel something, so stop it by stop being you, or whatever the case may be, right? What's this? A dirty little rock quartz with lots of green in it. Okay. So I think that's what you've done. You've cleaned away and revealed, right? Because we're all at the core stars. But through life circumstances, through conditioning, through ancestral baggage, through all this stuff, we are covered up, right? We are blotted out. We are painted over. We are enshrouded in shadow. And so through the process of healing, through the process of integration, through the process of excavating, right? What is this? Why is it in me? What is it serving? What's its purpose? Is it helping? Is it hindering? And then we start to buff our shine. And the more shiny you are, right, the lighter you are. And then you start to return to where you're supposed to be, which is shining bright in the sky. And you are meant to be seen. Stars also, people wish upon stars. People use the stars to navigate as guides. And so part of your legacy is to act as a waypoint or an example for others on getting there, being there, all of the above. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Very powerful start here. Okay, there's the shadows. Okay, and I wonder if that was what was reluctant to come out. Because the more integrated and shiny that you are, it's like you buff yourself so well that anytime any adversaries, right, things that you come up against or things that people try to throw upon you, whatever way you want to address that, it's not sticking, right? It's just sliding right off. And this is why your star shine, your integration, your balance, your duality, your oneness produces joy and harmony, because there's less time and energy spent on pulling off these suffocating blankets, and somebody keeps graffitiing on you, and so you have to pull out all the cleaning supplies and scrape it off, right? Like all this energy is now not needing to be used in that way. So you have all this free energy to be used for joyfulness and for playfulness, right? For discovery. And I think that is a huge part of your legacy, because, then we are raising our children or setting an example of what that looks like. And I also feel like there's a genetic resonancy that happens in your own genetic line. And so everything that you deal with, process, and heal also heals before and after you in your line. So it's something your children never have to, right? It's like the generation that planted this tree. Well, the generations that are benefiting from the bloom, they don't have to plant the tree, right? The tree's already been planted. This is how we affect. This is how we leave legacies. Okay, what's this guy? Oh, the King of Wands. This is your dedication and focus, right? Kings are action. And the King of Wands is passionate action. Wands are passion, fire. And he's looking you straight in the face, because the king holds the vision, the visionary, the leader, knows what needs to be done, goes after it, sees what needs to be done, goes after it, right? So this is also the kind of attitude that gets you clean, right? That lets you shine. This could also be, the energies, it's either you or someone in your field, right? Male or female, it doesn't matter. These are energies, right? Action is the king, doing and the being, right? Masculine and feminine. So this could also be someone who sees you shining and the work that you have done to do that, to integrate, to ground your shadows, and your constant choosing of the light. And they are coming straight for you. Okay. We've got boundaries, okay? And it landed on the devils. And so this is also doubts and fears, right? Doubts and fears. And they're in opposite direction, because they're meant to stall you out, right? So that you're not moving in a direction. And all of this is about moving forward, right? So creating firm boundaries around doubts, around oppositional forces, right? Things that stall you out, stop you, stagnate you, trip you, hold you, bind you, distract you, entangle you, whatever. Those are all adversaries. Those are all the devils, right? Not all of them are horned creatures that you can see from a mile away and you're just like, I'm going the other way. Sometimes they're cute little kittens. Sometimes they're cute little kids. Sometimes they're cute little old ladies. I don't know. There are all kinds out there. And so this is why you need to be in your wholeness. Also, with the integration of your own shadow, you have more of an understanding of other people's shadows and motivations, right? And so you are more able to clearly, right? You are more able to clearly see and feel the intention of whatever comes in front of you. Sometimes things are just coming in front of you to see if you want to take it or not, or play with it or whatever, right? Doesn't always have to be. It's mostly about how you choose to interact with it, and if you choose to carry it with you or not. Okay, so we've got the Five of Wands flipping here. So this is people, and the fives are the halfway point. So people for you as well as people not for you, right? And because you're a star, because you're a waypoint, because you're in a position of shining bright where lots of people have access to view you and see you, not all voyeurs are for your greatest and highest good, okay? And this is why you need to have the clear boundaries around and for and with the people. Because some people just want to stand near you because you're warm, right? And they haven't discovered yet that they can tend their own inner flame and they don't need to warm themselves near other people. But that's their journey, right? And your position and recognition and awareness and consciousness allows you to see and recognize that, right? And it's not a judgment. It's like, oh, okay, I see where you are in your healing right now, and that's not where I'm in my healing right now. So, bye, right? It's not a, well, you're still way back, because people can jump, right? People can progress and go through and integrate and heal in their own ways. And that's why it's not a, I'm further ahead than you, right? Or you're way behind me, because time and things are not linear, right? And so this is just a not even a need to demonize another person in order to get away. Like, I'm going to create a narrative that puts horns and hooves on you so that I can clearly be like, see, this is why I had to walk away. Look at them. They're clearly devils, right? You can just recognize that you're not on the same page and carry on. It doesn't have to be a thing. Okay, and then these other two flipped out here. So we've got the Emperor getting to the goal, okay? Getting to a point, reaching the top of the mountain. And I feel like this is another aspect of you, right? The Emperor, the action guy, the get her done man, the King of Kings. Getting to the goal, reaching a place within their balanced oneness. Yeah, like if you see what I'm seeing here, you've got the star, the integrated shadow here grounded as your legacy, and we've got this Emperor reaching a goal, and setting clear boundaries around people in their life. Okay. So this is taking action, right? And sometimes we can just be like, let things fall away. Sometimes we can say, okay, where I'm at in my healing is not going to work with where you're at in your healing, so I'm out, right? You can say it that way, or relocate, or just, right, setting clear boundaries. Sometimes we can't get away from people, right? Sometimes they're our work environment or our family members or whatever, right? It's a little bit more. And then that's giving me this manes with the family and kin. If you have a toxic person in your life, it's minimizing your interactions, minimizing your engagement. If you know that they want to come and talk to you about their problems for 2 hours, while they're not even talking to you, they're just talking at you, and they just need you to be there, you're just like right? Well, you're not serving them. That's their shadow, where they're just talking at somebody. And it's okay for you to recognize these things and be like, I don't have time to get into anything today. Bye. Or whatever your personal circumstance requires of you. But setting clear boundaries is really, really important for your own mental regulation, right? You can even say, I don't have the emotional capacity to take on whatever it is that you want to unload on me right now. So don't, right? And loved ones, don't want to burden you or to overwhelm you or to make you uncomfortable. This is the should be, right? And so that the appropriate response is, oh, okay, sure, totally. Are you okay? Like, what can I do to help you? Oh, I just need space. Okay, give it to you, right? Beautiful. We got the Queen of Wands coming out. And it's funny because I kind of left the space open and I was looking as I was talking about these guys, and I'm like, I've clearly left a space here for the Queen of Wands. So we've got the King and Queen of Wands, okay? And they're on either side of your legacy and the star. So this is your duality. This is your balance, right? This is your masculine, feminine. This is your being and your doing. And you're balancing, you're knowing when to go after the things or to rest so that you have the energy to go after the things, right? Beautiful. You couldn't have made that happen any better than that. Oop. And we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so this is taking actions from your heart space. The King of Cups is the King of Hearts. Okay, tapped in, tuned in, eyes closed, right? Because he's making moves from the heart. Beautiful. Yeah, we want to do that. If it's love, then you go for it. If it feels good in your heart, this is also that balance between your mind and your heart. I know Mana has said now's not a time for emotions, now's a time for thinking, but you're in there. You've got that part covered, right? And it is about balance with duality. It is the mind and the heart, right? Okay. We got to. Oh, seriously. Can you guess? The Queen of Cups came out. So we got the King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen of Cups coming out. So what a beautiful validation of that balancing of your being and your doing in your mind and your being and your doing in your heart, right? Gorgeous. And then, okay, the love came out. For frickin' Wow. 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 Okay. This is emotional intelligence This is being and doing from your heart space. Oh, I just, it's love. It's love. It's love, man. It's love, man. That's your legacy. Gorgeous. So, yeah, don't let those doubts and fears have any weight, right? You see them. You are shining at a resonance now where you can clearly see any shadow that comes your way, right? Before, when shadows would approach, it was dark, could be anything. And then your imagination is taking over, right? All the scary things that could be hiding in the dark. But now, any shadowy thing that comes into it, you're like, oh, I see you. You're just this thing, right? And you have no power over me. No fear. Okay, that is gorgeous. I mean, wow. Wowza. 2 divine counterparts. I mean, I only pulled 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cards. And 4 of them are divine counterparts. So, yeah, balance, wholeness, harmony, love, peace, joy, legacy, abundance, gorgeousness. Wow. Wow. Okay, and because of the star, because of this whole thing with this, it's making me think of like a wish coming true, right? Like maybe you've wished for a joyful, peaceful, loving, balanced relationship. And for you, I mean, the likelihood is greater because you're in this state. Because as within, so without, right? We draw to us what we are in a lot of ways. Gorgeous. I just don't know. Okay, and I feel like this Emperor is definitely getting it done. Reaching that goal. Okay. The Mentor. Ooh, look at that. It's a 6. Wow. Look at that fiery inferno. Okay. A 6 will be down over here. The Mentor. The teacher, the sage, the guru. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. There you are, shining and guiding with your light. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. Okay, beautiful clarification there. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. Right, because they're just conduits, right? We create a clear connection. We plug in to the ultimate source and we bring through messages from the divine inner knowing, right? We tap into cosmic consciousness and pull information, the Akashic records, right? We are not the library that we pull the information from. We just access it and are like act as a liaison. And we're not grabbing people out of the shadows and throwing them up in the air, right? Because they're just going to fall straight back to the earth and die. This is why people have to get there on their own. This is why you are a guiding light. You are an example. You are something that people can see from wherever they are at and move towards. Okay. When in light, focused, clear, bright, remains a student. Yes, always learning. We're multidimensional. We're multidimensional. Okay, when in dark, self-serving, envious of youth, righteous and rigid. Although it's typically true that parents are our initial teachers, the child will eventually seek a mentor figure outside of the home to assist their growth. Okay. And keep in mind how easy it is to project power onto another. The expression feet of clay and cult of personality exists for a reason. I don't know what those mean. But that's where we're a student and we continue to ask, learn, and grow. Okay? Seek to learn. That was in Manas. Okay, I want to get something good. We haven't done an oracle in a while. Let's see what the telepathy oracle has to say for those who are calling in love with a life partner. A fellow star. It's like you got up there and you're like, oh, hey, neighbor. They're like, hey, how you doing? It's like, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, we got steady, commitment, moment, and deep. Okay, so keep studying, be committed. Special moments that bring joy, that's what you want to think about, whether it's with somebody that you have in mind. You know, think of those joyful moments that you guys shared. And if it's someone that you haven't met yet and don't have memories with already, focus on moments that you would like to engage and enjoy with another person. And deep. Look deep within and discover your soul purpose. Okay, there's that self-examination and inner discovery. Okay, let's do it. Let's fall in love. We've got a crocodile that came out. And a vulture. Interesting. Okay, I'll do a couple of these. And we're already at 45 minutes. Flower power. The greatest power is self-love. My spirit is pure love. Yes, because you are balanced in all of the areas. Look at that beautiful thing. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, crocodile and vulture. What you got for us? Guardian and purifier, essential for rebalancing. Okay, some rebalancing wisdom coming at ya. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, because we learn through experiences, good, bad, or ugly, right? There's nuggets of wisdom hidden in all things. This is why this is Earth School, right? We are meant to find the lessons and learn them and make different choices. Okay, and we've got the crocodile. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. Okay, so there's a validation of this reserving your energy for an expenditures. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Beautiful confirmation. Now is not the time for decisions, actions, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so that your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Beautiful. It actually confirms both manas and ingwas because it was talking about intellect, right? And rest to conserve. So that's beautiful. And it's also because I put it beside the people coming in and the boundaries. And, you know, the queen, she stands in her authenticity, the Queen of Wands. She's speaking her truth. She's confidently out there. She's tapped in. She's transmuting sunlight into sunflowers, which is creating abundance, right? And what was I talking about? The crocodile observing, withdrawing to observe. So this is like giving your time this time and space to feel, right? When you have people in your life constantly around you, when you're able to find pockets or moments where you can quiet and still and create a controlled environment around you energetically, you are more able to recognize what's yours and what you are picking up from other people just by being in their vicinity. And so this is another way of clearing, right? And then when somebody approaches you, you are more able to clearly distinguish what's yours and what's theirs. And you can choose what are they bringing And do you want that in your energy field, right? Okay. When in power, wise, patient, a silent powerhouse. When out of balance, feels stuck and lashes out. To bring into balance, rest. And the Makarasana pose. Makarasana pose. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's this one. Okay. Okay, let's get love messages. Trust your intuition. This is what is guiding and leading you. You can do it. You can do all the things that you want to do. You just have to clear away the debris that is blocking you. Find those limiting beliefs that are stopping you and clear away and uncover your internal star shine so that you can clearly see all the ways that you can do. Yes? And you're magical. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Okay. Couple charms. Just a couple. We've got the Owl of Wisdom. Okay. This is that making owls are silent observers. Their eyes are massive and they sit up and high and they look around, right? So this observing from a wise, from your intelligentes. Okay, we've got the kitty here, confirmation. This is the stretch, the rest, and the play, and the exploration and discovery and all that kind of stuff. We've got the solid heart. Okay. Yeah, this is what you have been doing. This is your solid in your heart space. With the King and Queen of Cups here. Okay, and then we've got the rose quartz spider. Okay, and that is validating for me this your resonant field that is around you. Your heart space is the center, right? Just like the web of the spider, right? There's your heart in the center, and this is your electromagnetic field that extends around you. And the rose quartz is about self-love, so this is self-maintenance and protection, right? This is what you're creating boundaries around. You want to keep your web clean. You don't want to have a bunch of dead things stuck to it. Suck it and drop it, like get it out of there, right? And yes, so self-care. And then we have the choo-choo train, the locomotion. Come on, everybody, like a locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. So this is fast-moving energy, and I think by focusing on yourself, your balance between your heart and your mind, your balance between your being and your doing, you're setting boundaries, your shadow integration, your buffing of your star shine. This is producing fast moving energy. And this could be the thing that is fast moving towards you, entering into your life, that you are reserving all of your energy to move for, right? Maybe you've got to run after that train and jump on it to claim it. I don't know. But you're going to be ready for anything because you're resting and you are preparing yourself to be playful and joyful and harmonious. Okay. Okay. There's the reading. So see what I mean? What the king and queen of cups and king and queen and wands. And the love and the duality, okay, the balance, the harmony, the play, the grounding of your shadow, the integration, the recognition, the creating boundaries around, right? The withdrawing to feel, to see. Some things can be recognized with your seeing, with your mind, right? Those people are clearly not for me because every time I talk to them, it's drama, right? And sometimes it's they're a little, it's more of a heart resonant knowing, right? This feeling from your heart space. This feels good for me, or this does not feel good for me. Okay? But you are embodying your emperor power. You're taking advantage of your vantage point. And from that space, right? Just think of it. You spent a lot of time climbing this mountain. Now you've got time to rest, to reserve, and to plan your next moves from a balanced, beautiful, gorgeous state. Yes, yes, and yes. And that is your power. Beautiful. And what's your power? Love, 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 love. Okay. Love and appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. It was beautiful. Like, what the? Okay. Love you, appreciate you, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.